Hello, everyone. You already know who it is, so let's just get into it, right?
Let's get into it.
All right. First, we've got Sun versus Trick Room. Who's your money on?
Um, it's funny. The Trick Room team actually has two mons with Harvest that can take advantage of the sun potentially. Um,
Oh, right.
Dondozo looks like a massive problem unless Lilligant can stop it. And is Lilligant Terrifier?
Yes.
Terrifier Lilligant could put up some insane numbers here.
hmm
With just like getting a couple quivers and then just crushing everything with grass or fire coverage. It's like Terra Blast in the sun. That that would be the avenue that I look to attack.
Yeah, that's probably my game plan too if I'm playing as Pezzo's team. But thankfully, I don't have to play as Pezzo's team. Anyway, let's see what goes on. Klefki lead into Hatterene with Imprison. Imprison Trick Room?
Oh man. Oh, it's a red card. Why is it always red card? So kills after the drop. Our Boliva comes in to
Oh my god.
Power. Holy shit. Our Boliva's really built like that.
It really is. Oh?
Oh no, I wonder if that's a roll. It's booster attack. That might have been a roll. That's so sad.
Is that gouging fraud and great ass right there?
Smoked by the Arboliva. And it's Terra Fairy and Life Orb. So
Going straight to Iron
wait,
Hands on the Terra
wait,
Fairy.
why didn't you Alluring Voice?
Wait, why
What?
did he Ice Punch? What?
What?
I guess he
You
was
could have gotten that
predicting.
big chip. You have Will-O-Wisp Yawn. Uh-oh, this Drain Punch about to fucking from +2 Quark Drive attack. Holy shit.
Holy crap, that lives.
Oh no, the rocks!
Well, Eruption would have
Oh
done
well,
absolutely
Eruption would have been
zero,
S, but
so
if you had Willa, now is the time.
I don't think he had Willow
T-Wave?
the way he's
Oh no, you
What?
stop putting hazards up in front of it.
Wait, you can't
Stop
T-Wave
putting...
an electric type.
Oh, right.
Oh man.
Why didn't you do this the first turn? You were gonna get Ice Punched for 0, and now you get Ice Punched for everything.
Well, it would have done at least 50 based on that roll. Alright,
Yeah.
is it Eggy time? Oh man. Endure? Okay.
We all know it's coming. That doesn't even kill. That's insane. That was Flamethrower in the sun and that didn't kill?
Insane.
Anyways. Dozo and Ursaluna Blood Moon didn't come in. I mean, that turn where there was one turn, you gave Iron Hands a free turn basically, and it just ran away with it.
Misclick bringing out Klefki instead of...
When he spiked on it. Yeah, that did not help.
Wait, what did he
But
do?
when he brought out Klefki and clicked spikes and died, and then brought out Lilligant. But Lilligant never should have switched out to begin with. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think... I think you would take the Alluring Voice there and like
Yeah.
the Ice Punch, I don't know how much the Ice Punch does. I don't really care to calc it, but I'm guessing Lilligant would have lived. I don't know though. I mean, it's hard to say that the Iron Hands misplay like would have changed the game necessarily, because but probably the two best guys on the team didn't even see the field yet, so maybe they could have done something, even if the Iron Hands didn't put in all that work.
Okay, I just wanted to say that a Adamant 252 booster attack Great Tusk, it only has a 44% chance to Oko Arboliva CC.
Gotcha. So it was a roll, but not in his favor.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. That's Arboliva with HP. No HP, it always kills. So there must have been some bulk on it, which makes sense.
Gotcha. Yeah. You wouldn't run any
But yeah,
speed or anything.
if that was a roll, it definitely sucks not to hit it there.
Right, but I mean, playing for the roll when you literally
Yeah,
die for sure, I don't know if that's an advisable play.
right.
Yeah. And I'm assuming that was specs. You probably could have went to Lilligant and without Terra-ing, and got your quiver off, if anything. But
Right.
enough of that. Now onto your game. What you got?
Yep, it's my game. I mean, I got webs. Halusha is the only thing on the team that's not hit by it, and it stops things from like Baxcalibur getting out of control. If Torterra's gets boots and when it shell smashes and not getting to +2, it's not as scary. Otherwise, I mean, I'm leading Rabambi, expecting Samo lead, and we'll play from there. His team has a lot of guys that like to set up, so I just can't give him turns for that. So I'm going to try and keep that pressure up and not get swept by like Kalucha or Torterra.
Yep, that makes sense. So Rabambi into Toxtricity. So he tries to counter lead you there. He shift gears. Okay, I don't know about that. Yeah, he just dies. You think we'll ever see Throat Spray on Toxtricity? Does he know about Throat Spray?
Yeah, I don't know if he knows or not. Throat Spray.
Sucker.
By the way, things look weird here. So the reason these turns are going to get weird is because this is actually a remake of the game. Because on this turn right here, Excalibur Terra's in front of Golden Go and clicks Scale Shot. So obviously Excalibur can't Terra, so instead of making my opponent forfeit, we had to redo the game. So the only thing that is functionally different is Bax takes 25% chip from Stealth Rocks in exchange for not hitting Scale Shot, and Samurott also does not get hit with a Dragon Tail. So that's really the only change, but we couldn't find a way to Dragon Tail miss. So we couldn't find a way to get Dragon Tail to miss and Scale Shot to miss. We didn't want to do the game 100 times, so
yeah,
we're just like, well, fuck it. We're just gonna have to run with this.
Gotcha. What Terra was he? A dragon?
Terra Dragon, yeah, which is a problem because Make It Rain doesn't kill anymore.
Yeah.
And it always killed, so the spikes damage didn't really matter. Oh yeah, I'm Mirror Herb and another Shell Smash, so we all know how this song and dance goes. I'm sure you do.
Oh yeah. Hey, fuck you. I can't believe he just gave you that for free.
Yeah.
What, 15 turns, I guess, is the theme of the video here.
Oh my god, wow, yeah. Oh, who's up next? Whale Cookie versus Joel. See if they can get it done.
So it's the exact same
turns.
team again versus Joel's team. I'll put it like this. If you lose to this team, that just shows that you're not paying attention.
You gotta watch the video.
Yeah. It's not even just watching the video. Like, literally watch a replay.
Yeah.
But not to say that anything's gonna happen here.
Immediately leads with the Booster Valley, and he said, I'm going for game. Never mind, he's not willing to take an attack. Neither is Joel. Big 30%. He said, I'm going to just start getting him up. Hopefully these don't get court changed back because he's got no removal. The classic Calm Mind in front of the Wind Mon that whirlwinds every setup we've seen so far, but a lot of chip. He said, fuck your setup. I'm just going to get them all up. Which is fair when you've got this and you can just rip please don't rip your bum ass hard press. Oh no.
Yeah, hard press, man.
Straight into Moltres, right? Oh no, it's King Lou. Interesting.
And he goes for the knockout. I would have went for court change there myself, but
yeah. Does that even kill on the sun? Flip turn from Elephant non-hero?
Probably not.
Might have been able to just get the court change out there and get the hazards up, but alright, he's got the sturdy it's Leftovers Wake. Takes fucking 70. You can't knock off the mask.
Wait, that was bad. Thought
yeah.
And that mask was an item.
Yep. Oh, and Cinderace on the Ivy Cudgel. Roaring Moon comes in. Earthquakes.
Oh my god.
Roaring choke. Sylveon comes in, gets Ivy cudgeled for a Gurbillion or Power Waves. The other works too.
A
So
Guavberry.
Berry.
Interesting. But now,
Right.
how are you
Now,
gonna beat Metagross? Ninetales.
does he have Earthquake? Wait, no. I guess we know his sets.
Yeah.
Crit agency. Any agencies in the chat? Nope. Like it.
Healing Wish back
Healing
to
Wish to
Sylveon,
get
or to
probably Wake.
Wake even better.
Oh, interesting that the hazards don't trigger first, which is better because you would have died. But
Right. That was changed.
obviously
in Gen 5.
that kills. You're not booster speed on Valiant, but I guess he's not booster speed either. Lando comes in and gets moon blasted. Nope.
He doesn't have Moonblast on that set. Are you not paying attention to the game?
I'm not paying attention. I haven't played him yet. I haven't paid attention yet.
Earthquake.
Big
killed.
Quakies. Now Palafin comes in.
And now you sack Sylveon. Oh.
Ooh, fucking hell. Well, hazard swap just click, click, click. Yeah, just click, click, clicks.
Yeah.
That's that big. That
was a very.
Oh, and here's the intimidate. Big 60%, and there he goes.
Yeah.
You might have had to cycle some with cycle twice with Landorus.
No, I mean, I think.
But I mean, there wasn't really.
This endgame was very easily winnable by Joel here. Here's what I would have done. So on this turn, sack Sylveon, because you don't need it to beat these two. Because
right.
this Lando absolutely body bags the Iron Valiant because it has no special move.
Right.
Then you're gonna come in with Walking Wake, who is faster than Palafin. You're gonna click.
Hopefully, he said he thought he was faster than. Hold on. Go. How fast does Ogerpon get?
Ogerpon's 350, so.
Okay, so what he might still be max speed then. But with Booster's attack, can you still be? How fast can you be with Booster's attack?
You can get to 348.
Okay.
I don't see why you would run less than 328 speed on this.
Well, so you can get to 348.
Plus, assuming that Cookie doesn't change anything, he's adamant Palafin as well.
Yeah.
So.
A choice band, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So. You sack the Sylveon, you're in with Walking Wake. Probably Draco kills. Probably I don't know what other moves you would have. But you go for Draco.
Okay, so let's see. Booster attack in the sun. Say, do you think he's timid or modest?
On this? Probably timid if he thought he outsped something.
Okay. Timid Wake in the sun does 31% to Oko with Draco.
31% to Oko?
Yeah.
Okay, but...
so you can still get the Quake off against with Lando, yeah.
Yeah. So in that case, though, Cookie would go probably...
Sack Valiant, bring Palafin in, and Jet Punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that kills, which I think it would. Yeah. So maybe it's not a clear-cut endgame for Joel, but I think he should have sacked Sylveon there, because Sylveon can't find a way to get in and do anything else in this game.
Yeah, Jet Punch is a roll to kill, but it's pretty good roll.
Yeah, versus going Cure, you're risking... Like, the only way is if you thought he was going for a Water-type move. I could maybe understand that, but even still, like, why risk?
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you thought a Water-type move was coming out, it's not that bad. But, I mean...
Yeah, still should risk Sylveon. I think you should still sack Sylveon there, and then Wake should blast this thing.
Yep.
And if that's the case, if it's Wake and Lando versus this, I'm pretty sure that you sack Wake and then Lando comes in, gets the Intimidate drop, and then Earthquake's out. But I don't know. Maybe it's not as clear cut, but I still think that was the winning play, was to go Sylveon. All right, next game. Are Are these frauds gonna beat the Rain team?
It depends. Does the Rain team bring actual sets? There's no Ludicolo.
There's no Ludi.
So Executed Drill doesn't have to worry about getting hit with a counter. It just has to worry about getting blown up by Conk.
Yep.
You
know what I'm seeing on this team?
I'm seeing that the Ralliodon, the Assault Vest set, is a big issue.
I was gonna say that there's no electric immunities.
Oh no, and Regieleki is here.
Yep.
He's probably even running Thunder because of the rain.
Yep, that's what I would do.
That is going to hurt.
Yeah.
You need to keep Arcaludon for that.
Yep. I mean, if this team finds a way to kill the Arcaludon, then Regieleki should just get 5.
Yeah. Well, how much does it take from a Bullet Punch or Mach Punch? Guts. It might. Conk might be able to kill it.
Conk might be able to revenge it, but you also have.
Wait a minute. Hover over that Urshifu.
It always does this. I don't know
okay.
I don't know why it tries to conceal which Urshifu it is. It's so stupid.
All right. Okay, I was gonna say there's no way.
Oh, we have to have a screens guy on this.
Big Les screen value. Immediate para turn 1. He's manual rain. That is a local crackhead move. Arcaludon comes in, takes nothing from the Thunder. Behind that screen.
Gonna Volt Switch, give him another boost.
Yeah.
Into Ardo G.
Right, dude, you know he's gonna click a Meteor Beam. If he's not clicking Meteor Beam, he's clicking Electro Shot. That's just a crazy switch.
Yeah, I don't know what the switch was there. I mean, in essence, though, who's gonna switch into the Meteor Beam? Drill, maybe.
Drill, probably.
But what's Drill gonna do after? Die to body press? Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he has. Hopefully, he has body press. But I mean, at least you can get a Quake off for some more chip because with Meteor Beam, you're not AV, and so Regieleki comes back in and will kill it as soon as screens are down.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I probably do like that better than this. But
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. How much was Articuno gonna do in this game? Hope maybe something. Alright, we're gonna
switches out
into another ground week. Interesting.
Yeah. Why did he switch here?
Because he doesn't want to take a Will-O-Wisp if he has.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay.
The double.
So there's only one more turn of.
He's still slow? Wait, why would you risk this? Holy shizay.
Holy shit, and it's another para.
Oh, and
he did it, dude.
Oh,
punch. Alright, talent, surely Urshifu.
Electro Beam, Meteor Beam, what the fuck?
Oh my lord.
Alright, switch.
Tailwind runs out though. No, you could have killed him, right?
Oh,
Tailwind ran out. Yeah.
You could.
Why did you take that?
I don't know, man.
You even kill with Grassy Glide? He didn't even click it. He sacked Alex. Why?
He sacked Alex.
It's so PM. Oh man.
Snoozler with the Unburdened. Alright, so I assume Urshifu.
Now Choice Scarf or Urshifu comes in and clicks. It dies. It is dead.
Mattered.
Boy, why didn't you come here? Why didn't you do this? What? You had a whole Urshifu. If it was Scarf, they could have won right here.
Oh my god. I don't even know.
Let's go to the next game. That's probably the only use Articuno G is going to get all season, and that's really sad, because Articuno G is worth way more than that.
No, that thing's a fraud. It's not worth the 8 points that he bought it with. In any case, yeah, we'll go on to the next game. Man, you think this game's going to be a fraud game?
Yeah, run it.
I like that. Oh, the fraud's in.
Ooh. Golurk on the body press, but it's flamethrower.
That's so little damage.
Straight
That's
into
gonna be
Nam on the the big
Oh,
poltergeist on the expert bout.
Interesting.
Oh,
Oh,
he
he's just clicking
calls
buttons.
it.
Never
He's
switch.
clicking buttons and getting damage.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I like the switch there actually.
all right. Now you should go straight back to Gudra. You don't play any Sucker Punch Mind games. Hex works. Immediately Terra Darks to Ironhead, losing his grass resistance and also making him able to be toxic.
That was a play.
Yeah.
And now this big fat bitch is gonna wall. Except
Yeah,
it's
with
gonna
no
get
lefties.
walled.
Yeah, big
Alright,
30%.
dynamic punch. Where is it?
He makes the read on the Stone Edge. Nope, he sacks the H Gudra, which you really needed as that switch into Raging Bolt so Pex can keep putting in work. Ninetales comes in, takes
It
56.
should be faster because you know he's not
Right. Yeah.
yeah, the scarf. That guy.
So you said, well, we're gonna. Oh, nice taunt. So you can't get the screens up. You said, I'm gonna get just my screens up. Bishop comes in to Ironhead.
To SD, even better.
All right, he's Dark type. Don't use Parting Shot. No.
Oh man, it literally reminded you right there. He always forgets.
Yeah.
And then
Raging
Haze.
Bolt comes back in.
Alright, is Raging Bolt gonna do that G shit?
Oh.
Ooh. You know what? I got bodied by this set on the ladder. Except I think they had like max attack surf.
Jesus. Yeah, and you still got 3 more turns of this. You can get some more recovers off.
Yeah. At some point, I would have clicked a Calm Mind here just to get more damage. I know he's gonna have to haze, but he can't haze and recover on the same turn. So.
Right. Yeah, lets the Raging Bolt go down. Golurk comes in to Earthquake.
And so he's gonna live. Nope.
But now here comes that big fat boy, Iron Bulger. Switches to Ninetales on the Mighty Cleave. Yep.
I like that. Ninetales wasn't gonna do shit for you anyway.
So now Gren comes in.
Ooh. That doesn't kill.
Not kill.
Oh, Mega
Horn in case he was a Dark type.
Oh man.
Okay, but straight to Pex to take nothing.
Yeah.
And he gets a free Toxic here.
Why would you?
Rocky Helmet. Oh, he reveals that he's Rocky Helmet Pex.
Wait, why is Sarah let you switch?
To get hazed on its sword stance. It's 0% on the end of the station.
And Shadow Claw.
Rocky Helmet, haze. Now you just recover.
Yep.
Back up to 70.
And then Zerledge is dead.
Golurk comes in. Oh no.
Oh. Well, Earthquake is no drawback here. You don't have Baneful Bunker.
Right.
And if he switches to Iron Boulder, well then that's just GG. Alright, into Bisharp.
Yeah, but I think
Sucker.
I think Pex won if you didn't get. There's not really much you could do, but.
Yeah, well, there's no like at this turn right here, turn 29 is checkmate.
Yeah. I think if instead of hazing, if he got some more recovers, he could have done better. But I mean, Pex could have won it if there was more sacks.
Right.
To get the regenerator, it would have done it, but.
Yeah,
it's just unfortunate that doesn't come to that.
If you had one more guy to switch into the Golurk.
Yeah.
But then
like if your Grim Snarl didn't get Ironheaded and die, or your Hisuian Gudra didn't get, close combated and die.
But even like Grim Snarl, like it has no attacking move, so you Parting Shot back to Pex and take another Earthquake, which you live it a little better, but. Maybe you could have out-recovered. But the thing is, you're going to have to click recover every turn. It's going to be doing, like, upwards of 40.
Well, if you can Parting Shot, like, twice, you might be able to...
Maybe.
To get something... Or, like, if you can reflect Parting Shot...
Oh, reflect would be great actually. Yeah, that actually probably
Yeah,
would have been
that could have
a
done it.
win there. Yeah, this team is
Like
a
if
little sus against Pex here, huh?
yeah,
Except for the Raging Bolt,
yeah, which lost to the Pecs because of the light screen.
right? Yeah. Spooky game. All right, now let's talk about those trades. We're getting towards the end of the trading period. I think next week is the last week to trade.
That's correct.
And let's talk about the Treat 30s first, since they're our favorite on the trade segment.
Yeah.
They're dropping so we decided to give extra free agency tokens to people in a sort of tiered manner. So if you're in, I believe, 4th through 6th place, you got 1 as of the end of week 5 per.
Yeah. First through third gets 0. Fourth through 6 gets 1. Then 2. Then 3.
Yeah, for the next sets of 3. So the Treat 30s, they were, I believe, 6th per the our spreadsheet rankings, not our power rankings.
Right.
So they used their last free agency here to drop the Tornadoes T for Iron Treads, and while I do think that's probably better, it's just sad to see all of those trades wasted to basically end up with no crazy good offensive guy for 16 or 17 points.
Yeah. I mean, Iron Treads is good, but like so is Tornadus, and I don't know if Tornadus was the problem. I know he didn't like Tornadus and wanted it gone. But I think like if that was the case, you probably should have considered before you picked it up to begin with. Like if this was still Deoxys speed and you'd spent these tokens like patching other holes in your team, it could have been good. But it's just like these trade tokens, like you had 1 left to like recover from what was not the most optimal trades earlier. And I don't know if this was the way to get back into it, but you know what? It's a for fun league, and if you're not having fun with Torn T, but you will have fun with Treads, then more power to you.
Right.
But we're both crying because Torn T didn't even hit the field, which is a crime because Torn T is good and deserves its
good
points.
On my stall team, not on anything else though.
Okay.
Not since Nat Dex or Gen 7. Anyway, we got the big white cookies here who are dropping Iron Valiant and Belly Bolt for your Latios and Blastoise. This has to be the worst trade in the league of all time, probably. Like, no offense to Latios, but Iron Valiant is top 2, and he's not 2. So to me, this reads
I don't know,
like
Polt's probably 1. There's a scholarly debate there.
There's a debate to be had there, but basically, this reads to me like you're quitting. You might as well drop out of the league for this.
Yeah, and I gave it a handshakeage because I was the one who made the trade. So handshakes all around. Thank you for the Valiant. I'll try my best to do better than bring it out and waste its boost energy on turn 1. So if he's going to do that with Latios, it's not going to have a boost energy. He's just going to be able to bring it in and at least click a move and not waste an item. And then also Blastoise can spin and Shell Smash and is a Terra Captain. So hopefully that is a threat that maybe makes people consider running Mirror Herb or stuff like that. You'll have to see. Good luck to whoever has to play him next because his team is going to have to change. Even if it might just be putting one of these 2 in the slot where Valiant is and the other 5 stay the same, but his team will be changing So you can't just look at the sets he's been running for the past 6 weeks. You probably still can though. But man, it would suck to be the guy who loses to Cookie because his team isn't the same as it has been for the past couple weeks.
Yeah, I guess that would suck. And then this here, you're getting Iron Valiant, Salamence, and Uxie. Let's note, he did not have the free agencies for these. He used player trades.
I do.
How did he get the player trades? The extra player trades? Well, Cookie decided to drop Moltres and Ting Lu to pick up Salamence and Uxie to trade to you, and then pick back up Moltres and Ting Lu, which is that's major collusion.
Yeah, handshakeage.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, I would say, oh, I could see that if he really wanted Latios bad, but like Iron Valiant for Latios, I said, okay, I'll give you all of my trades that you ever want, and Iron Valiant for Latios. Like, that is what is that? That's throwing. That's not only throwing, that's carrying somebody else with your points. Not against the rules though, so.
Nope.
Let's go on to the power rankings. So I see that like this is what you set up, right?
Yes.
So what are these spreads here before we get too deep in the weeds?
You start talking and I'll fill those in. I forgot to fill those in.
Gotcha.
I was going through that fucking deadlock and putting them all in order, that log jam order.
Gotcha. So I think not super controversially, I'm up at the top. I mean, I've beaten the number 2 team, the number 3 team. I've lost to the number 4 team on this proposed power ranking. I mean, it's all subjective, really, but that's almost as objective as you can get, in my opinion. The Grafii is still 5-1. Their only loss is to me, so like I don't hate them number 2. I feel like it's not that would not be that easy to argue for somebody else.
Nope.
These two here, I know that you put this in, so maybe there's a bias at play here against yourself, but like if we're gauging losses, Pez has lost here to the number 1 and somebody who's bottom 3, versus you've lost to this guy and who else?
This guy.
And this guy. I mean, I would not hate the idea of putting you above Pez in this case. In
That's
fact,
fine.
I probably would do that.
Okay.
It seems like Pez is susceptible to being counter-teamed. A little bit.
Yeah. Well, I would like to hope so, because any discussions about the order of this ranking should hopefully be solved by the next video, because that's actually the matchup next week, is the Dark Flower Magicians versus the Pest Dispensers of Death.
Ooh, interesting. That's going to be a great game.
I hope so.
I hope it's going to be a great game. If it's a fucking blowout, then.
Well, there's a 50% chance I hope it's a blowout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we've got these 3 here.
Yeah.
You know, I still think Village Hidden in these hands has some good wins and like probably should be higher, but losing to a team that has been the same 5 weeks in a row, even though you did have a pretty decent shot to win. I mean, I think we have to punish that. So
Yeah.
it's going down here. January Sixers, what are they doing, man? They had
I don't know.
they had a pretty solid win against the Burbank Construction Complex, right? That +3.
+3, yeah.
+3, even record, and still minus. What is going on?
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, they played the number 2 seed. They beat the number 3 seed, which is why they're up there. They didn't notably lose to the Big White Cookies. They won that game, even if it was a little close.
Sorry, Blake beat you?
No, January Sixers.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was lost in the sauce for a second.
Yeah. So and they also lost to the number 4 seed. So they've played some like a tough schedule for the most part, which is why I had them up there, even though they had that embarrassing loss in week 2 to the Team Xander.
Yeah. I guess it didn't look that embarrassing at the time, but now that things are shaking out the way they're shaking out.
Yeah. No, it looked pretty embarrassing at the time. It was like a Halicha comes in and just 6-0.
Oh, true. That was, well.
Yeah.
The loss is not embarrassing. The way that you lost was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll drink to that. I do think that, yes, they probably had one of the hardest schedules of anybody so far. They've had to run a gauntlet. Although, I've played all those teams as well, so.
Yeah, that's why you're at number 1 and they're at number 5, is because how those games went.
Right. In any case, Treat 30s hanging on at 3-3. The self-sabotage on this team is incredible, and yet they're still 500. So, you got to give it to them. They're doing a good job.
Yeah, I think they do have like a rougher schedule towards the end of the season.
That's not what we want to hear.
I think it's they play Team Xander next week. So hopefully they can win that and lock themselves into a winning record. But then they play the January Sixers, so maybe they can get themselves out of the logjam if that still exists. And then they play the Pez Dispensers of Death, followed by you, followed by the Big White Cookies. So still some tough games to go.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I hope the best for them, but it's smelling like a 5-6, 6-5 kind of end of season record there. Village hidden in these hands. There are probably 2 games that they've lost that they should have won. Their first game against the Clods, or was it their first or their second? I'm not sure. No,
their second game was against the Clods, and they won.
Lose to the Clods. They lost to the Treat 30s, right?
Yeah, they got 5-0'd.
Yeah. Who was the other loss then?
Their other loss was to they lost to the Pez Dispensers of Death in the Sun match. And this week they lost to the Big White Cookies.
Okay, I was trying to gas them up too much. That's probably 2 games that, yeah, you lost them shits. But this game, she probably should have won it this week. I mean, you literally had all the information you ever needed, really, because the team didn't change. I know you could be thinking to yourself, well, he might change the team, but like, come on now.
Imagine he's just been changing like 1 or 2 moves and we haven't noticed.
Yeah, well, maybe, but I don't know how much that mattered for this matchup.
Right.
Yeah, so same advice that I gave to my boy Cookie when I beat him. Prep better.
Yeah.
I can't be too hard on him though, because Cookie doesn't play like crap. He just doesn't build a new team.
Yeah. There's something to be said about comfort, but it's like you can be comfortable with the same mons, but if you're just bringing the same sets, other people are also going to get comfortable with those sets.
Right.
So
which is what I think is happening up here. And down here as well. But anyway,
yeah.
Velvet Room at 8. I like this team. I like the I definitely like it now that there's Pex and Rotom Heat on it. I don't remember if we discussed those last week. I think we did.
We did.
It's pretty good. I didn't think it was like quite that crazy at the time when we were reviewing it, but like now having thought about it again, like it seems like it's got tools to keep in the matchups. That being said, we're still losing to these like 300 or sorry, these 500 teams.
Yeah. Well, really, what we lost to this week was Golurk clicking buttons. If Golurk didn't click all those buttons and they get fat chip on like 3 mons, which it did, it blew up Gudra, it blew up Enamorus, and it blew up Chinchino. It's like if that hadn't happened and you had those sacks left, you could have won the game at the end of the packs with even like 1 or 2 of those remaining. Right. So it's close. It's just you've got to, with a defensive team like this, it's important to manage your pieces, because if something like Golurk comes in and you panic and you start like losing things left and right, it gets way harder to answer things. Like Pex had to use 4 recovers or something to take on Raging Bolt, and it only was able to do so behind screens that Grimmsnarl died getting up. Whereas you could have just had, Hisuian and Gudra on deck to keep taking those Thunderbolts and to threaten that thing out, and slowly chip down the rest of the team before Pex has to take on like one of the 2 things on the team that can beat it before it wins.
Yeah, I think one of the things that in that game, I don't think we mentioned it, but I think there was a switch to Enamorus on a Stone Edge that did a lot of damage to it.
It was Poltergeist. It got Poltergeist.
Oh, Poltergeist. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Stone Edge probably would have killed, to be honest. But yeah, Poltergeist. Yeah. I imagine that was trying to predict an earthquake.
Right.
But like, it seems extremely risky to do that. Like, do you not have a mid ground? Like, could you not have switched to maybe Grimmsnarl there, or perhaps I don't know who else on the team really switches in that well to Golurk, but more mid ground plays would make this team feel a lot better to play, because that's what you're totally right with these defensive kind of cores, is that you need to keep your mons healthy to deal with the pieces on your opponent's team that they have to deal with. It's not like an HO team where you can sack one guy, but as long as your other wall breaker is alive, then you can still get 3 kills with that. So I like balanced teams a lot, because they give you those tools that you don't always have when you're playing stall or you're playing HO. But it's tough because you have to play conservatively. Next, the big white cookies. I mean, 2 and 4 with no prepping. Like, how bad is that really?
Yeah, some might point to that and say Mickey Mouse lead. So let's see. The first win was in week 2. So you had no way of knowing that the team wasn't going to change. But the most recent win was this week. So there was plenty of time to know that the team wasn't going to change. So the first win you can put it on play and mons, but this win you kind of got to look to what happened. What happened?
Where did we go wrong?
We used to be a great country, and now we're losing to teams that don't prep. Where did we go wrong? I think it was Reagan. Anyways, um,
Getting
yeah, two.
political in the end of this video here. Okay. The Claudes. Nah, I could totally see an argument for Team Xander over the Claudes because I feel like Team Xander's got some decent wins and they are playing closer as evidenced by their differential.
Yeah, so the thing where I put the Claudes here and the Team Xander there is based mainly on this week. Team Xander won their first two games. If you remember those, the first on that Torterra Shell Smash sweep, which ended up winning off a crit, and the second on that Halicha sweep on the January Sixers, get owned Jeff. And then they've lost their next 4 games in a row, with this week getting 6-0'd.
Right. We're taking steps in the wrong direction for Team Xander, but the
Right.
Claude's taking steps in the right direction, making great use, I would say, of those trades.
Yeah.
I mean, Eggy, look at how scary Eggy was against that team. That's a 3-point Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting a big 3-0 on a team, the Pez Dispensers of Death, that's been sitting number 3 in these power rankings for 5 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
it's just super
3.
scary, and it's just like coming in with your new team, having not used them before, and winning is just I think that's enough to definitely put them over Team Xander. Their early record is so like unfortunate that I can't put them higher. But if they keep plays like that and their new team performs, then they're gonna start climbing these rankings. So
right, we could see 3 and 4. I mean, hell, you could still end the season with a winning record. You can afford to lose one more game and still do that. That being said, I think that at least the goal should be to get out of the bottom 4. Like nobody wants to be matched up into the people who are getting buys in the next round. So, yep. We're about halfway through. Who do you think is going to be the biggest mover from this point?
The Claudes. I think they're going up. They're going up.
They're going up.
I have to look at the schedule and see if someone who's been skating by has a really tough schedule, or maybe someone's been in the trenches and is about to get a bunch of comeback opportunities. But I haven't looked at that. So without looking at any of that, the Claudes. That's the Monday mover. Oh, it's Tuesday. That's the.
If I can be a certified hater for a moment, look at this team and tell me how many of the top 3 they've played so far.
Did they play the Grafdigger Fires?
I don't think they've played yet.
Okay.
Well, think about it like this: their 2 losses, they lost to me and they lost to
the Claudes.
The Claudes. So.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
We might be looking at 2 more losses there, potentially. I've got to clutch up. Don't put that on me. I'm putting it on me already. And then there's some other guys here that they haven't played yet. Have they played the Rain team yet?
Okay.
I think they have.
But for real though, if the Rain team gets serious, it's scary. Anyway, yeah, they 6-0'd, I think. Because it wasn't the Rain team yet.
Right.
So if we switch the Pez Dispensers with the Darkflower Magicians, and you ask the same question of the Darkflower Magicians, how many of the top 3 have they played? And the answer is 1. So
yeah, but you beat that one, so
I did. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm coming for you, Pez. You better bring a good team, because I'm gonna try and bring a good team, and I want a good game. I don't want to get blown out. I don't want to blow you out. So let's blow each other. You know what I mean?